We are live from the updated Royale Cheese Arena to bring you a monumental historical event that goes without saying, but why not? I put it in there every time. Because once again, it is historical and amazing as we bring you the Tournament of Bojarz, the first ever 62A hockey tournament. And so, once again, history will be made tonight. I'm Winners with the One. I'm here with Dr. Killinger. How are you, man?
Oh man, I'm glad to see this new version of hockey. Like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't given it a look in a while, but there is a tournament that has been organized. It is a 3v3 tournament, and as you can see, the players might not have the super duper skills on this one that they have on the 55F version that we normally play on Friday nights, but I don't think it will take long for them to get the hang of it, and we should see that on display this evening as we have, let's see, there are one, two, three, four, five, there's 7 teams in this. One of the teams will get a bye. Then there'll be 3 games to determine the semifinals. Following that, we'll play the semifinals, and I guess the finals are tomorrow.
Yeah, it's that lines up with what I'm reading here.
And it seems like a particularly, I don't want to say salty, that's just cliche, isn't it? But there's something in the air tonight here in the Royale Cheese Arena. I just see somebody disparaging anyone who would dare watch one of these streams. So, thanks for the vote of confidence there, fellas. We appreciate that very much. That's pretty mild compared to some of the things. So, yeah, like we were saying, the entertainment value should be phenomenal tonight, if nothing else.
Yeah, it's it'll be something. It's always just interesting to watch this version of hockey. It's so different in a lot of ways. You probably can't tell just by watching it. You might not be able to tell immediately that things like the puck doesn't go through your body or does not go through your body anymore. So goalies can actually block it with themselves and not just the end of their stick.
Yeah, greatly improved physics. Yeah, and as DVD says, yeah, the camera looks a lot smoother.
Yes, that's another nice improvement, but that's one you definitely can see for those who keep scoring.
Yeah, but there are a lot of changes under the hood, though, in terms of physics, in terms of just the way the stick mechanism works, the shooting and passing, and so I think that's probably been the hardest part to transition for some of our veteran players of 55F, but they're learning quickly. I think it's just you put in so many hours of 55F, especially recently, as we just are in the midst of finishing up the LHL finals, and then to switch over from that and then go to this version, it's probably going to be disorienting for some of the players, which again only adds to the entertainment value of what we are bringing you this evening. This tournament of Bojarz.
And yeah, already people are getting at it here.
Oh, I see. Yes. Well, that's wonderful.
And I must say that there are a couple of special rules.
That one's going in.
Oh, Zod. We'll get credit for it at least.
I do not think these are the official games that we're seeing just yet.
I don't imagine, but said like always, we'll figure it out as we go.
Mm-hmm.
But I said there are a few rules for those
Yes.
of you again who are keeping score at home. This version of the game actually lets you reset to the middle of the ice pretty much instantly. And you'd think they would ban that, but nope, it's encouraged. Just being able to instantly appear at the center ice at any time is hilarious and therefore allowed.
Yes.
So that's the big one. You really
Okay, yeah. So if you just suddenly see somebody dropping into the face-off circle, that is fine.
That's sort of the spirit of at least the HQML, and I guess this tournament here is going to take a similar tack.
Yeah, another interesting thing, man, is that it doesn't just kind of reset you in the face-off circle after a goal. You have to go and skate to your position. So, what this has normally meant so far in 62 is that there's sort of this rugby scrum while the puck hangs up in the air and everybody gets in the middle of the rink and just kind of fights until the puck lands. But they are having a rule here that players must be on their own side of the ice during the face-offs. So that's a big rule.
Yeah, that's not necessarily for the sake of entertainment, but I guess it's for the sake of having a better game. Should
Yeah.
hopefully be entertaining.
Well, yeah, and so you don't just kind of park somebody in front of the net, the whole time, which I wouldn't put it past some of these guys. They are tricksters.
And I think I just saw, I want to say it was Goose, though I'm not 100% sure. One of the red players basically passed the puck to themselves. Oh, Slim.
And Slim's gonna get one in 3-0 now. And he's playing for CC, that is Crip Crew, and they are scheduled to play first. This may very well be the game. They're supposed to play L3A plus D. God, one thing about pickup tournaments, man, these fucking names, man. But yeah, there's, as we were talking earlier, there's probably no telling what some of these acronyms mean. We're probably better off not knowing. But this may very well be a real game that is taking place underneath us. They were certainly chomping at the bit to get started. So we'll just assume that it is, and that CC in red has a 3-goal lead going into the third period.
Indeed, and I guess with that, we'll do some lineups here.
Sure.
For the in red, Slim for the Crip Crew. There's one. He is joined also in red by Meat Sale and Zod. And in blue, for what we're assuming is L3A plus D, who knows what that stands for, you have Sammy, Goose, and Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Yeah, it's 3v3 tonight. So, yeah, the lineups aren't as voluminous as they normally would be. What am I saying? This is probably not hockey. Yeah. We're happy when 3 people show up on any of them.
They're supposed to have 4 or 5, but whatever.
Yeah.
But
they are here and they are doing it. Certainly the Crip Crew is getting it done. They are leading 4-0 as we drop the puck here in the third period. Goes off the ass. Yeah, that's something you won't see in the old version. But the shot from downtown, Fuzzy Wuzzy, who may have to rethink the idea that maybe someday there will be a league that uses this version.
Yeah,
I understand their pessimism, but you know what? This is the future. This is not only the future of hockey, it is the future of esports. Because what more difficult esport is there out there?
You want to talk about skill curve?
Oh my goodness. Yes, it is a very hard game. Much harder than making your Skittles jungle the mid lane or whatever the fuck. It's certainly a very depth-oriented game, and we are seeing that already. We'll continue to see that. And some nice work along the boards with a backhand shot from Meat Sale. That is beautiful. And so somebody, HC, the Hot Children, they will be playing the dystopic multicorns tonight. The Hot Children.
Yeah,
these are great names. But yes, so apparently this one counts. We're looking at right now, and it's certainly they're making it count every
Oh.
way they can with that 5-1 lead. 3:43 left in the second period. Now here is Fuzzy Wuzzy and Goose though. 2-on-1 break. He's going to shoot it wide there. As the shooting
Oh.
mechanism a little different. Oh, and this one bounces off, but a chance in front and quickly swept away. And he will reappear at center ice, come back for it. 3-0 break shot just wide, well wide, actually. But yeah, that's a good move. There you're seeing the warp field in action. He's back there in the back, and then just go boom. Okay, now I'm at center ice, and now I'm skating down the rink.
Oh.
But Sammy is gonna sneak past everybody and get the second goal of the game for L3A plus D. So 5-2.
You know, I don't want to say anything about a comeback, but they're making this competitive now.
Yes, to quote LL Cool J, yes, we will refrain from calling it a comeback.
Yeah.
But still, it is to be pointed out there is plenty of time left in this particular contest. 2.5 minutes almost to be exact here. And the blue team, L3A, is moving the puck. But, yeah, that's a lot to overcome. Long distance shot coming in. Big save there by Zod, who's going to keep that out of the net. And again, playing goalie is definitely, I want to say it's a little easier in this version because you can kind of crouch down and semi-butterfly. You can use your whole body to stop the puck. And now they're trying to come the other way with it, and that pass is deflected. Well, it might have been a shot. Either way, it is bouncing back, and here is a chance on the other side. 2-on-1 break. Once again, tries to sneak it through. Big save again, and rejected. So, and again, appearing at center ice will be Zod. He's making great use of that warp feature, and so it certainly makes things go pretty quick on the counterattacks when you can just turn around and reappear at center ice.
Yeah, I said before, I saw one guy, he passed it to himself. He was back behind the net, bounced it off the boards, teleported to center ice, and passed it to himself across the arena. So, you know, you be creative with it.
And they almost had a one-timer there as the attempt came in front, but a little too much on it. And now back the other way, and this could be the one that seals it, and it is. Zod shoots and scores 6-2 with a minute left in the third, and it looks like CC will advance to the semifinals with this game. Although, I don't know. In 55, I feel a little bit more confident saying, oh, yeah, they could score 4 goals real quick. But they just get straight run over off the face-off. But here's a chance on the break. Shoot, save made, redirected. And will they be able to get back to this? Now CC just trying to hold them out of the zone, which they're able to do, at least for a little bit there. And now behind the net, things taking place, looking for the wraparound. Maybe not as easy to do in 62 as 55. Puck loose now in the corner. 27 seconds left. And L3A plus D just trying to generate some offense in front of the net. Not able to. 18 seconds now. Zod sends it across the ice. It's going to be Slim chasing this down and running out the clock. In fact, they may have a chance to get another one in before time runs out. He looks for the one-timer. It goes off the post, but it doesn't matter because they are going to get the W here in our first game of the night, and much more to come. So here we go.
All right. So there you go. They're going to the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
The Crip Crew with a a dominant performance.
Yes, and some of these cats, man, I see you trying to to calm the peanut gallery, but I don't know that it matters. You know, they're the
Yeah.
ones who, I mean, their kids are going to be on YouTube years from now, as these are preserved forever on YouTube, and just go, really, Dad, this is what you were like, and you're bitching at me.
Yeah, it's true. This is a generation whose entire lives will be on the internet. And barring World
Isn't
War
that
Three,
scary?
barring World War Three or something catastrophic like the aliens invade, the internet's going to pretty much be forever.
Yep.
This internet thing, it's not a fad.
Yeah, it's managed to stick around for a while, Killinger, and
Oh, just a lot.
so now we're looking at, I believe this is the Hot Children, the aforementioned Hot Children versus dystopic multicorns that we're looking at currently.
Indeed, it is. And so here for Hot Children, we have Forsberg, Roy, and oh, I'm going to mess this one up. Sakic? Sure, we'll go with that. And in
It is,
blue,
yes, after Joe Sakic, the great
all right.
former hockey player, who was, I think, did Joe Sakic win the Lady Byng? I don't know. This Joe Sakic is not winning the Lady Byng. I can tell you that. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. Please continue.
No problem. And in blue, for the dystopic multicorns, play on the HTML team, the utopic unicorns, we have Omaha, Blue Bonobi, and Drift. And 0-0 so far. This is indeed the best organized tourney with Bo's name on it ever.
Yeah, it's traditional that these are kind of, oh, but Sakic, he's going to get one there. And make 1-0. And there, yeah, that's how the first game looked. It looked pretty good from here, Killinger, especially
Yeah.
for Crip Crew. They really seem to have they've been playing this version. I can tell somebody has.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to pay off here.
It certainly is. And there's another chance in close, save made. And remember, you can't just shove it past the goalie the same way you could in 55F. You have to get a little bit more creative sometimes with your shots because the goalies are able to cover more ground in front of the net. So we have elapsed about 2 minutes here, and the Hot Children have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, it's bit too early to tell so far. Pretty competitive game here, pretty close. Both these teams seem evenly matched.
Yep, except for the fact that dystopic multicorns there for a moment there they were playing with nobody in the net. Now they appear to have changed that. As is that drift in there? Yes. So yeah, when you leave your net open, even on a 3v3 like this, I mean, especially.
Oof, yeah, because it only takes one guy to break through with no goalie, and you're done.
And they make some quick line changes. Here comes Omaha and Blue Bonobi. We've seen them play with the Utopic Unicorns here on the usual HQML. They've started their first season and been doing pretty well. They're playing some tough teams and they're hanging in. So with the ladder system that we've got in place now, that will probably help them some because they are going to be growing and getting better. Oh, the shot! How did that not go in? It went off both posts and out. But the rebound attempt, it is blocked. And wow, Sakic finally finishes it off
There you go.
and makes it 2-0. Oh, that was pretty crazy. Yeah, it's hard to get that close to scoring without scoring.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it do that before. I mean, just right there on the line.
Yeah, it wasn't a glitch goal or anything. Yeah, it
Mm-mm.
was just straight across the line. It's not over enough to in the NHL if they're doing instant replays. I think the refs would still wave it off, but it's not slowing these hot children down as they have got another chance here. Shot off the post. They seem to have taken on personas of the late Colorado Avalanche,
Yes. Oof,
which
that was a close
I
shot.
won't hold that against them or anything, even though I've cursed the names of some of those players that they're taking as their namesakes here. Oh, but here's a chance in front.
Oof.
Whoa! And he got a lot on that one. That looked like a 55 shot, but it did not go. And so now puck up on its side, bouncing, now loose. And this will be a chance for the Hot Children again. No, time runs out before you can get the shot off. But they will go into the second period with a 2-0 lead. And that was a pretty solid period.
Indeed, it was. Yeah.
Are they trying to get people in to form new teams on the fly here? Is that what's happening?
Oof. Yeah. Say if another team doesn't show up, so they're trying to recruit. Oh man,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
wanna.
62 is so terrible that we're having people sign up while the games are happening. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a debacle. Okay, here we go. Another chance, but on the other side this time for dystopic multicorns. They'd like to generate some heat in front of the goal and have not been able to do that a whole lot in the course of this game, which has mostly been the pace has been dictated by the hot children. But they've got it and are on the move here, possibly. Blue Bonobi down there. They're going with two players at once taking this in, and that might not be a bad strategy as they manage to force their way through. The physics in this a little more unrelenting, I would say. It's a little easier to knock people down. Not as easy as it was in, say, I think 61 was the one where
Could
if you
hardly
hit the
stand
wall or if
upright.
you did anything, you're probably going to fall on your ass, and it was very hard to get up. But that's been fine tuned somewhat in this version. And there's a new version being worked on, even newer than this. I've seen Cryptic C's been working on physics stuff, looks like, according to his Twitter. And that's always a good sign for all the Cryptic Sea games because all those changes make their way in. And here's a very simple shot, very simple save. And the puck will go back to the other end where Wah will take it.
He
And he
returned.
beats the team much like Patrick Waugh beat. Well, I'm not going to make that joke. Okay, here's the shot, though, and the score from Roy. We'll go. It's Waugh. I know it's Waugh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wah wah wah. It's 3-0, and we're down to refraining from making domestic abuse jokes about the players involved in this one. So we're at the 3-minute mark of the second period, and the Hot Children are carrying a very substantial lead, trying to add to it. Almost do. I'll raise this up a little bit so I can see a little better. Okay, now, much better. Yeah, I enjoy the camera angles of this version.
Yeah, it's actually the cameras are much smoother, just much nicer overall.
Yeah, pretty soon everybody will be playing this instead of League of Legends.
Oh yeah, it's inevitable.
Yeah, it'll be when Staples Center is sold out and people are like, are we going to see the Kings or are we going to see the hockey question mark Kings? Oh, and there's one where he just runs into the wall.
That looked
You
like
still don't want to carry too much momentum into that wall, man.
looks roughly like what would happen if you slammed into the wall that hard in real life.
Yeah.
The wall's
Yes,
not going to
the
move, man.
realism is up.
The wall's not going to give way.
Nope. I mean, you might see those little plexiglass things bend a little bit, but not much. So, Hot Children on the move again, swing and a miss. Swing gonna be taken by Blue Bonobi. And again, he and Omaha are over there just kind of doing the Mighty Ducks flying wedge as much as you can with two players. Just let's just
One.
both skate together, and if they take one of us out, there'll still be one of us left to try to advance it. And I don't know, it's at least getting them close to the net has not resulted in a score yet, but here's a chance as this pass went past everybody, and now here's room. Blue Bonobi, big save though, and he comes out to stop that. And so you'll see Foot take it in the corner, try to pass it to himself as he reappears at center ice. And he'll just ease one across. And now in front, will they be there to chase this down? The great thing is, if you get outrun, now they can just meet them back at center ice. So all of a sudden, they have the whole team beat, and then the whole team is waiting for them in the middle of the rink. So that
Yep.
shut that down pretty quick. I'm already seeing that the teams that master that mechanic to their advantage currently will be the teams that do well in this tournament.
That's probably a big part of the reason why they can afford to use two people on offense is because if you need to have some defense, you just you know,
Yeah, just
teleport back to center
jump
ice
back
and
in.
play defense.
So now here's a 2v1 face off. Let's see the dual strategy. They're really working this. Blue Bonobi and Omaha. They've kind of got a tandem thing going here. But the shot coming in and the
Oh,
score, Forsberg. So we'll make it 4-0. So again, you will see the two-man face-off being employed. This time, maybe it worked. They can get to this. No, they don't. It's going to switch this up to the opposite end, and Forsberg's going to be there with room. He shoots, and it's going to go wide. So again, Foot back at center ice now. Oh, it got behind him. Here's a chance. Hang on to the puck. The shot coming. And this one wide to the right. So the multicorns are they're experimenting here. They're trying different combinations of strategy, and it seems to be at least resulting in more offense, more shots on the net or close to the net at the very least. So, and at this point of the game, when you're down 4-0, you might as well try everything you can. Empty net. He's not able to get to that before it goes past the angle. He could have made a shot, and so now the empty net on the other side, waiting for Foot if he can get the. Oh, but caught up to by drift, and so there'll be a battle back behind the net for this. Finally sent away. Forsberg's going to get to it again. He will swipe this one across into the slot. And yeah, you can see the stick control isn't quite what it was in 55 for a lot of these guys that are adjusting. but it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's fun to watch, if nothing else. And here is a chance for the Multicorns. They've got the 2-on-1. Oh, it gets
Oh,
deflected, and that was a big goalie stop there, as he was not able to do much but divert that puck. But that's all he needed to do, as it turns out. So now here they come. They're going to get another chance. The shot, the score! Drift puts one on the board after a long drought. So this will not be a shutout. Omaha will get the assist. And that was a score they really needed. And is it too little too late? Who knows? But at least they're finding something that works for them. Here comes Omaha again. Wah coming out big again to make the stop. Now we'll get a 2-on-1 in the corner. Hot Children come away with it. And will they be able to get this out? They are taking their time doing it. And you got to find the puck before you put the
where is
stick
it? Oh,
on it.
there it is.
There it is. Sakic on the move. They will bring two in. He tries to squeeze his way through. Does the backhand shot.
Ooh.
Whoa, very nice. And he will get a hat trick for his trouble and make it 5-1. Hot Children in the lead. Yeah, some good stuff there.
Mm-hmm. For sure. He's been really kind of, I don't want to say carrying this team, but he's, got 3 out of 5 goals for these guys.
Well, certainly Joe Sakic carried a team or two in his time, so. But here we go. It is still loose here in the middle. And again, I'm just getting accustomed to see people popping up out of nowhere now. We'll see Watt reappear in the center and now skate back. As the shot comes in, that will go wide. So Sakic holding it in, sending around the corner. Forsberg there. And he will be caught up to by Omaha, who's going to at least force him out of the zone. He will dump this back in. And it's headed towards the net. And just off the post. Sakic might go for a wraparound here. Oh, but he tried to send it in front, and that was blocked. So we are at the 42nd mark of this game, and it looks like the Hot Children are practically assured of victory. But certainly some of the things that we saw the Multicorns try, some of them we can safely say, okay, that doesn't work, but there's a few of them that might be things that do. "14 seconds. Two players appear at center ice to go for this. Bodies flying, 6 seconds. That's going to do it. Put this one in stone. The Hot Children will advance to the semis.
I'll take it. I was my fault. I cursed it by saying it was a close game. Only 2 minutes into the first period.
Yes, it is real players. Drag Talk. They're accustomed to playing a different version of this game. This is the newer version, 62A. And so, yeah, they're trying to get their heads around it a little bit. But yeah, those are real players on the ice. There are no AI players. The only AI player in this version of the game is a vending machine that will attack you while you try to score. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, there's about a 5-second delay. So that's pretty decent.
Yeah, if even that, yeah. All the stuff on Hitbox is really nice. The chat is nice. All the features and stuff. We can do polls or sticky things at the top of the chat. It's very nice. There's a few things that they're kind of lacking that they keep saying they're going to fix. They say the push to YouTube feature is fixed. There are people that are like, I don't know about that. but some of the features they're working on, it is beta. So, but we've been pretty happy with it.
Yeah. And I like it because here in hockey, I've got a big fat timer counting down on the top of the screen. And so I can watch that
Mm-hmm.
timer in game and I can watch it on the stream window I have open. I can tell you almost exactly how many seconds we are on delay just by subtracting the two numbers.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So we're right around 5 seconds or so, which is pretty normal.
Not too bad at all. Yeah, you can actually have real conversations and stuff. But we're going to play a game here, I think. There was talk of having the first semifinal already since
Yeah.
but here comes the next team, which is, oh God, MDPHDGG,
They're just the doctor team. We're
the
just gonna,
doctors. And they will be playing RIPFPHL.
yeah. Your guess is
So
as
it's
good as
RIP
mine.
versus the doctors, or yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we're waiting to see. Uh, Dick Van Dyke appears to be. He's here for RIP. And so we were going to jump to the semifinals, but I think we're going to play our last game of this regular round robin part. They only have two. That's fine. Hell, for all I know, RIP only has two. Either way,
Little
it's
big shot of
happening.
the puck.
Okay, here we go. Or they might just be playing, nope, like a 2-on-2.
Well, they only have. Well, I mean, both teams are here and they want to do it.
Give us a real quick starting lineup here, man.
Yeah. So for I'm gonna call them Team Rip. We have DVD and Zam. And for the doctors, we have, it looks like Dr. Spray and Dr. Germs.
Yeah, it's the legendary Dr. Germs coming into play in this. And as far as
So Drektalk says, I dislike Reddit. Do I really have to download it there? I sympathize.
yeah. Well, there is a link from the Cryptic Sea website, I think, too. So
Yeah, I think the Cryptic Sea, who is the aka Alex Austin, he is the developer of the game. And you go to, I'm pretty sure you can get it from hockey question mark, all spelled out in English, hockey question mark.com.
yeah, same place as Sub Rosa. Okay, if you've
go,
played
yeah.
Sub Rosa, then you know what's up with Cryptic Sea. Yeah, another fine game from Cryptic Sea, and Sub Rosa getting a lot of updates and changes. Looking forward to the official release of that one.
This is an interesting game going on here, 2v2. Both teams have forsaken goalies and are just trying to knock the puck around.
Yep, it looks like that Team Rip has added a player as they've got Mr. Molespin in the net for them here. So it's 3v2 now. So they may be able to press the advantage a little bit here.
Yeah, Drek Talk's right. There's a Cryptic Sea has a lot of good games.
Yes, I celebrate his entire catalog. Yes.
The EP is
And
on
then there's
Greenlight. Go vote for it.
yeah, go vote for the Cryptic Sea EP. Yes, on Steam Greenlight. It's 3 games. I don't know. He might add more to it. I'm not sure. But Zam adding something to the scoreboard here with that extra player helping him out a little bit. He and DVD will collaborate on that one. Zam with the backhander to make it 1-0. But yeah, I know that he's trying to get that one greenlit, and well worth it for the games that you get. There's a little something for everybody. If you like racing games, which I do, if you like puzzles, which a lot of people do, or whether you like cool skateboarding 80s style, rad, gnarly type of things, which I think everybody does, then you'll enjoy the Cryptic Sea EP. But yeah, this one free to play, and this one is a collaboration. Alex and one of his buddies, Luke, is also involved. But they are sort of, I'm not sure where they're at as far as working on new stuff for this. I know pretty soon is what I've heard. There will be a newer version out to test. But this version has come a long way. I mean, when you look at something like 55F and then you look at what we're looking at here, I mean, there are a lot of big differences. And, the naysayers may be there in the in game, but here they are playing it, right? But whatever.
And it's
But
still
yeah,
signed up to
it's.
play.
Mm-hmm. And he is talking about importing the old physics into this version as something that you can toggle on or off, which
Possibly.
may alleviate some of that if he's able to do that. I think he was talking about it just out of the curiosity of seeing how the old physics work compared to the new ones, which is part of the fun.
Yeah, it's one of those things you can just do as an indie developer. So I wonder how well this would work and just try it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. There aren't a lot of good hockey games. I've been playing the EA Sports hockey games pretty much since they came out because I'm old. But I'm a little disappointed at where those have gone. This last one, I think by any measure you want to measure it by, it sucked.
Yeah.
They took out a lot of features that are, intrinsic to the game. There's no reason to do that. People are very disappointed. So, as far as actually playing video game hockey, I really think this is the best version
Yeah.
anybody could ask for. And here's a chance. And DVD's going to get one.
Yeah, I mean, compared to some of the new NHL games, I mean, I'm pretty sure you or I would probably rather play NHL 94.
Oh
Which,
yeah, yeah,
to
and
put that
do.
in perspective, that game is old enough to drink legally in the United States now. It's 21 years old. So
Oh
there you
yeah,
go.
yeah. And I remember when we were showing Rex at that convention, and we thought, oh, what a nice save there, Mr. Molespin with the rebound.
Oh,
Oh, just in time for intermission. So close. Yeah, at that,
Blades of
we're
Steel.
showing hashtag Wrecked, the hot new arena shooter everybody's talking about. We were showing that off at a convention a few months back, and we ended up playing Blades of Steel for the old Nintendo, the NES.
Had a little small audience come and go.
Yeah, yeah. That's back before Nintendo had the wiggly controllers and all that. It was just this square thing that sat awkwardly in your hands and gave you blisters.
Direct Talk here says, I hope you cast some other games seriously. You've got a great casting voice.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I cast all sorts of stuff. We're quite fond of this game. And DVD, a beautiful backhander. He was tied up there. He was just straight tied up as Dr. Spray was there. And it looks like the doctors have gained a couple of people, maybe? No? No. Okay. I thought they just looked like that because they were just draped on him. But yes, I cast all sorts of stuff. I start out doing tribes, and kind of continued on to other things. We'll be casting more games here on IBN coming up. I know Dirty Bomb,
That'll be a
whenever
good
we
one.
get tournaments going for that, we'll definitely be casting that one as well. But yes, Super Bowl, which RIP Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
that one's a,
We did some cool tournaments for that
we might
here
do some
not
more
too long ago.
Insurgency too. Who
Yeah,
knows?
so Freaky did the New Bloods tournaments.
I saw on Twitter. He
Yeah,
talked about it.
yeah. So shout out to Freaky. I didn't even know he was into Insurgency.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool game.
Yes, our friends at the DGL, the Digital Gaming League, are really pushing the competitive scene there. As really, they're the only game in town. If you want to play, unless you want to get in on I think ESL, our friend Face at ESL, so they're starting up some hockey or some insurgency in Europe. They need to start up ESL hockey question mark. But as
That would be
far as
hilarious.
yes, it would. We do have the European HQML, the EHQML, which I think there are games this weekend that I might be casting here on this very channel. And that will be on the 55 version. But look at the steel. Is he going to try to move this in himself? It's going through.
Oh,
But at the last minute, it's denied. Snatched
blocked.
from the jaws of victory by Dr. Germs. But here is the steal and the room, the shot, the score. Zam with his second of the game, and they're going to make it 4-0. And RIP, or RIP, if you will, they are making a statement and coming out big here in the second period against the Doctors.
Yeah, we did a. I don't know if it was casted, but I definitely played some natural selection too. Definitely looked into it, but yeah, the NS Tube community is pretty small nowadays. It was never all
Yeah,
that huge, but now it's definitely tiny.
one of our guys, Ritual, he was big into that.
Yeah, very.
He got to where it's like, oh yeah, I'm playing with some French team at 4 in the morning or something. But there's that. I guess Evolve's going to have a spectator mode. I don't know if I'll be casting any of that though.
Yeah, I was disappointed with Evolve. It was almost as disappointing as Titanfall.
Almost, yes.
And the game itself is decent enough, but it just it didn't live up to the multiplayer competitive sort of promises that were made.
I think it's going to be a while before people really even start to the whole asymmetrical gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
The very nature of competitive gaming makes it difficult to do something like that without introducing a whole set of problems besides some of the other problems that are probably involved with that game. So,
Yeah, like Drag Talk says, I've heard from people here, my own little group of gaming friends, that Evolve does have quite a few different bugs and just problems.
yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I want to talk about it. Yeah, it's just,
Yeah,
oh.
just problems.
But yeah, there is some asymmetry in insurgency, yes, but I don't know, different kind of game. You're still going to have your 5v5 teams. It's like there's not going to be one monster insurgent, although that would be kind of funny. I saw for April Fools they were saying they were making Insurgency and it was going to have zombies in it. And that was one of the April Fools that people actually believed because that sounds like some shit that people do now. And shot blocked here as Zam was trying to go for another one before time ran out. Not able to get him though. As the Doctors starting to try to play some D here, but they're going to have to add some O to that D or they're going to be RIP. LOL.
LOL. OMG. WTF BBQ.
Oh my god. Okay, but at least we're getting the preliminary games in the books here, and we'll be able to run it to the semifinals, which mercifully will be single game semifinals. We're not playing no best of seven or anything like that, so that should go by quickly. And I think the finals are tomorrow. I
Hmm.
don't know. You know, depending on when that is, I might be around to cast it. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't guarantee anything at this point. If it's
Yeah.
tomorrow. We planned so well around here.
Oh. Huh?
So we planned so well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Super organized. Well, I don't know. If you look back on these tournaments, I mean the there was the tournament of Bo, that was Bojarzin's first tournament, and then there was the tournament of Bojars or tournament of Bodge. Yeah, and now there's the tournament of Bojarz.
Running out of
And
syllables.
yeah, they're sort of
Letters, even.
there have always been some problems with setting those up, but no problems here from Dr. Germs, as he had a clear path to the net and he was able to hold on to the puck all the way in, and that was just good stuff. And sometimes just holding on to the puck that long to get the shot off is a skill-based thing in hockey, question mark. And
Yeah.
especially if you haven't been playing this version much. But what a save! There, Dr. Spray is able to redirect this to the corner, pick it back up here. And Dr. Germ's hanging with him. I figured he might just reappear at center ice. And okay, there he does. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. People are getting salty in chat again. But, no, in game chat at least. Direct Talk
Well,
again
that's
has a
fine.
question. He says, how come the players reset in the middle sometimes? That is, I wouldn't necessarily call it a bug. I mean, it could be exploited potentially, but yeah, you can basically even rejoin your team really fast and it resets you into the middle. And rather than banning that, like, most sane competitive play would, we decided in this tournament it was decided that it would be encouraged instead.
Because it's funny, yeah.
Because why not?
And especially, I guess, with three players and two in some cases here, yeah, it gives you a little bit of extra coverage. But yeah, it does make for some hilarity as you
Yeah.
see people pass it to themselves and stuff. Just, I'm gonna send this up the ice. Okay, I'm gonna leave, rejoin. Boom, I got the puck. Okay, I'm moving.
The max players in the game, well, you can have 5v5 actually playing, but as far as spectators go, you can get, I think we're running at like 32, but I think you can go higher. It's
Mm-hmm.
really just a matter of how much bandwidth do you
Your
have.
bandwidth, yeah.
But only 5v5 can play. That's
Long
going in!
distance shot from DVD from way downtown makes it 5-1, and he will get a hat trick here in this first game for RIP, and it looks like they will be making their way to the semifinals. The way it's looking here, we haven't had any nail-biting thrillers yet, have we, Killendra? I have a feeling that could change in these semifinals.
Yeah, every game we've watched so far has been a bit of a landslide, so now the winners are going to start facing each other, and things get interesting.
Mm-hmm. One would expect, anyway, as we are at the 1 minute mark here. Battle along the boards for it. It's going to be Zam. And he's just going to take it into his own end and take time off the clock as DVD skates ahead. And the two-line pass right on. He will follow this into the corner. And so they're just doing the old give and go here, try to send one in front. And that one did get deflected. So Zam not able to get the one-timer off. 40 seconds now. They will send it back into the doctor's zone. And again, Zam taking it down low. DVD tapping stick on the ice up here at the point. He's waiting for him. See what the doctors do. They're just going to rush him here. And reappear at center ice. Here they go. Okay. So dumped down 13 seconds. It's all academic at this point anyway. But will they be able to score one before time runs out? Oh, a beautiful chance there. But just off the foot of Dr. Germs. And that will do it for this game. RIP will advance to the semifinals, which begin, well, right now.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So it's saying the server's full.
Yeah, on this version, I don't know that we can put 32 on, can we? I think we had that problem
before. It might be
16
in this one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you keep saying the server's full. I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about it. I mean, I could, kick some of the people who've been shitting up chat. That sounds like a good idea to me, but...
Sound like a good idea to me, too, except that some of those people are playing in the games. Just watch the stream, you hosers. Taking up space. Remember when they used to do that in tribes? No, we can't see everything the way we want to see it. Just gonna shut up and watch the stream. Get this high quality casting that we're bringing you. Such as it is. So somebody's playing here. It appears to be
CC versus what I'm assuming is the Dictators.
The Dictators, yes. Although they didn't take dictator names this time. Usually that's a source of great mirth.
Now we can actually tell who's playing. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, really messing things up on the... They are possibly on the move here. CC shot. Yeah, you want to give the lineups? I don't know if we did that, did we?
Oh, we can. Well, you did last game, not this game yet, though. So, for red, for the Dictators, we have Taser. Go Leafs, go. And I always screw this up. Captain.
Oh, Slim.
And in blue, for the Crips, we have Slim, as you saw there, Zod, and Meat Cell.
This team just looks like they have the mechanics down.
Yeah, it looks like they practiced in this version.
But here's Taser beating everybody for the goal on the other side, and the Dictators will answer quickly with a goal. So how about that? So more traditional face-off here as both teams are sending one to the circle. Was one strategy. I'm not sure whether we determined whether that works or not. But look at the moves, but off the post. As he beat the goalie, but could not beat the framework. And so now coming back. Goalie go. He's going to find Taser up on the wing. Now at the point, taking his time with it. They're going to catch up to him here and leap over him and just clobber him. Again, this is a much more physical game than 55, just by definition. So if you want to play a more bruising style, it certainly caters to that. Here's a chance. Shot blocked. Rebound. Chipped in. Beautifully done. Meat Cell with the follow-up after Slim gets the initial shot. And Meat Cell there to finish it on the other side of the net. 2-1 your score. This is good stuff. Very good stuff here. And again, we might see. Yeah, I'm not going to jinx it either, Kildra. I don't want to say. Yeah,
I already
it could be
screwed
a
up one game.
closer game than the other games. Yeah, but as we watch, look at him weave his way through traffic, and that seems to be the best way to do it. I mean, we're used to very bold moves in 55, but in this one, you can let the puck do a lot of the work. You can let your skates do a lot of the work. There's not as much people just trying to fire crazy shots from everywhere and wild passes. Just get it to people. That's going to be the key. And it's back to fundamentals again. Man.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, we pointed that out previous times we've watched newer versions of this game. As it's like going back in time, and watching people back when they were new with the old version.
Oh, and that's a
Slim.
beautiful job by Slim as he took the charge, as they say. The guy was coming right at him. He managed to just kind of step around him and get one up in the air for the goal. That was just a very nicely played goal in front of the net. 3-1 now. And will they add to it? Puck stolen.
Oh,
And
yep,
he's
there you
on his
go.
way and in. Slim with his third. And that, once again, is a hat trick. We have seen a few of those tonight.
And it's only the first period.
Man,
You
so
did well not to say anything.
yes, yes. Well, I don't think we ever go in saying, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be a blowout, man. These guys are gonna kick the shit out of these guys." Yeah, I mean, every game starts 0-0. From there, you'd like to think you have a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hot children aren't doing themselves any favors by naming
No, they're
themselves
not.
after players I'm not fond of, but
I would. I'd be tempted to kick them, and then DVD say, "Well, you weren't there, disqualified." But I'm still. I haven't become a mean soul yet. I'm getting there though. I don't know if they can hear me, but probably
well,
not.
currently one of them's telling somebody that they smell like his dad, which is especially bad since he says his father died a decade ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, it's a high level comedy going on tonight here in the tournament of Bojarz.
There's
But
one.
meanwhile, hmm?
There's one. They can take that as a warning.
Okay, yeah, it'd be funny if they just got DQ'd for being d bags, man.
I kicked. Wah. They can quit shooting up chat and take that as a warning.
A
I don't
little bit
care if
is
they.
fun.
At this point, I've been doing it for 4 games now, and it's just getting more and more offensive. And I'm sorry, but
Yes,
that's
I mean you got to ask yourself what would Bojarzine, the
and
Canadian superstar, do?
and why did I pick him? Well, really, I could have picked any of them, and it was kind of just a eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing. We'll call that bias. No, I say you deserve it. And if they keep doing that, I'll just kick someone else. And if they have to play man down, not my problem.
Yeah. Well, when you name yourself after some of the most classless people to ever lace them up, I mean, it's an obvious troll, but that's fine. I mean, whatever. We have a game happening in front of us and almost a goal happening in front. Oh, look at the backhander. That is beautiful. As Meat Sail just waiting in the crease, he turns behind him and gets that goal.
I like Sam here in chat. He's got an idea that sounded more appealing every time one of these guys opens their mouth, so to speak. Well, you know, I'm not angry. I just don't feel like streaming that.
Yeah.
And yeah, Direct Talk just joined to watch for the first time. He's a new viewer, and he says it's annoying.
Yeah, and I don't know. That's the hockey community, man. So some of them are some of the nicest people you'd ever want to meet. Some of the coolest people. It's that's been part of the joy of this thing of the community. Oh, that shot off the post. Not they're not already up by 4, but looking to add to it there. But you know, just like any community, there's always a few people that are. You've always got the people. And yeah, Sam's right. You know, if
Mm-hmm.
you're not familiar with the community, like, ooh, this looks like a cool game. I think I might want to check it out. You know, and then it's like, ooh, are these the kind of people? Well, no thanks. I'll just going back to play something where everybody's nice and polite, like League of Legends.
Just tell them like it is.
Yeah, we calls them like we sees them. I'll have you know, we have 3 times as many viewers as that right now, sir.
Yeah, yeah. I
These
think
are record numbers for a big tournament like this. Yes, but yeah, we'll deal with it when it comes time for that team to play, which should be after this. And
I'm ready to kick another one right now. I mean, I'll just bring down the hammer.
yeah, we can DQ him. Why not, Kapanen? Shoots and scores right in front, close range. Taser on the assist, 5-2. They pull one back here. And so it is a little closer than it was. They've got time to turn this around. But they're going to have to stop this coming in, and they're not slim. Just powers his way through for his 4th goal of the game. 6-2 now. Man, oh man.
Yeah, it's Uh-oh,
Long distance
uh-oh.
shot.
Oh.
Yeah. That one leaped over a couple of players and ultimately over the net as well. But here they go with it, trying to set up in front again. Beautifully played on defense. And so they'll have to turn and pick this up. There is Zod. And you'll see everybody that was in front of the net now back at center ice and skating through.
I'm just going to we're gonna have a little fun with this. Maybe the viewers will appreciate this. Next one of those guys to say something offensive in chat, I'm just gonna kick them. They can pick for themselves who gets kicked. So we'll just
Ooh,
wait.
yeah.
It'll be like the lottery, and so that way, if they shut up or if they don't say anything offensive, they won't get kicked. We'll have a game. Uh-oh. Just ran away with it there, Taser.
Well, there we go. We have a poll up.
There you go. There's a poll. Go ahead and vote, guys.
The power of democracy here on Hitbox.
Should be able to pick two.
Oh man. But we have a 6-3 game here at the second intermission. And so it is going to be the Dictators got a bye in the first or in the round robin. So this is their first game on the ice tonight. And this CC team, wow, they look really good.
Oh, Laser Panda's pulling out the rule book.
Yeah,
I
look at
like
that,
it.
huh?
I like it. I like it specifically because I'm one of those admins, but you know.
Well, to be fair, why is there even a rule book?
Look at chat.
The rule book that exists probably is like that, and maybe like
it
two other things.
It is a single page Word document. That is the rule book. And it mostly consists of like things like don't be a dick, goalie interference, it classifies as being a dick. And yeah. That's pretty much it.
Well, the lawyers wanted us to make it more than 5 words. So but yeah, those are about the only rules. I think the other ones are there's you can't do goalie interference. That was another thing. I'm trying to think of what other rules there are.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's two. I'm not biased against your team. I'm biased against assholes.
Yeah, these guys are just well, I mean, they're living up to their Avalanche names. I'm sorry, Colorado fans, if any of you are left. Taser!
6-4 here.
And yet another hat trick, Killinger. So there have been a grip of goals scored in this tournament. So yeah, so far the crowd seems to be turning their thumbs down on the hot children. But yeah, we'll see. And looking through for the shot here, possibly. No, it's going to travel beyond the net. And with all the shenanigans, I hate to lose sight of the game that's taking place in front of us, which is turning out to be a good one.
Yep, yeah.
2 minutes left in it now, though, and the Dictators have got to score a couple to stay in and make it to the finals, which will take place tomorrow, probably. A couple of people going at the puck, colliding with each other from the same team. That
Right.
does happen.
We're going to repeat this again. If one of the two remaining guys says something offensive, next one that says it gets kicked. They're down to 2 players already.
Yeah. Well, and one of them only just. I saw some of his comments. Yeah, but much like that Colorado team, Sakic's about the only one that has any sort of sense of decorum. But we'll just see how it plays out. We still got a minute left in this one. And trying to finish it off is the CC team. Look at the
Oh,
setup in front there. And just a little too much on that. So it's going to be Kapanen taking it, trying to even things up here. 40 seconds. He's going to go ahead and fire it. What a goal by
all
Kapanen, top shelf, where
right.
Mama keeps the cookies.
We got 38 seconds to see if they can tie it up.
Oh, that was a big, big play by Kapanen. And so now he's going to try to win this crucial face-off. Does. Pushes it through. Taser now. 32 seconds. 2-on-1 break. Slides it through. The rebound. Chance Kapanen's going to finish it with a cat trick. My goodness, we are tied at 28 seconds left in this game. And what a comeback by the Dictators and Kapanen. And some good work by Taser there just to thread the needle and get that through, and Kapanen to finish it off.
Oh man, they're saying goalie interference. The goalie came out of his box there. He came out
That is
to meet
correct.
them. So if you come out of the box, you get hit. I mean,
Them's the rules.
yeah, sorry.
And so now with 10 seconds left, we may not be done with this yet, or maybe we will. 4 seconds. Chance now. Shot. Is he going to go for it here? Oh, but he's just taking his time carrying that into the corner. I'm not sure if he was aware that time was running out on him. Figured he would just try to throw something at the net. But no. We will go to overtime.
I'm gonna try and appeal to DVD. Ah, that's their. I mean, that's their right. He runs the tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and he has the power to unban them too. I say make them sweat a little bit.
Well, that was. I mean, yeah, they're already going to be down to two. I'll make them down to one if they want.
Yeah, because really that
Yeah.
one shouldn't be in there. To be honest, with some of the things that I saw, that we try not. We're pretty open minded here, but
I mean, one of the reasons why
you can say
IBN,
what you want.
one of the reasons IBN exists at all is because people like Winners wanted to say the word "fuck" on stream.
Uh huh.
So it's not like we're really all about. Oh no, he said a bad word. No.
Yeah, we wanted to say fuck and we wanted to play music. Those were two big things. That's why Freaky started the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so we're pretty fast and loose with things like that. But when it's just downright disruptive, and what a disruptive save there by Kapanen. He's Johnny on the spot. He's in the net. He's scoring goals. And so
Tiananmen
it is
Square.
nothing like Tiananmen Square, you old
Yes, I am running you all over with tanks.
with tanks, yes.
Oh god. I am the communist Chinese regime around here, evidently.
No hyperbole there whatsoever. Yeah, it's just like Tiananmen Square. Here's a chance. The shot that scores. Slam
Oh,
finishes it off with a big one there as he just caught the outside of the net, just in between the goalie's skate and the post. There was just a slight amount of room, and Slim found it. And so CC, who have been fantastic so far tonight, will go to the finals.
I like Laser Panda. He says it's time to try and make up a Tiananmen Square rank. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't have the artistic ability, but
Yeah, that'd be up to DVD.
yeah. If DVD does a clear kick, I won't overrule it. But I'm not going to do one myself.
Yep, I'm appealing to him on Steam right now to let him know. So we'll find out if we've got another game or not.
So yeah, and this will all be on YouTube, unedited, raw, unrated, and uncut. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, you can go back and see. He's like, no, we're going to do it 2v2.
Well, that's all they have. That's all Team Rip has right now, anyway. So
This is kind of like when the two women were arguing over the baby, and Solomon said, let's just cut the baby in half.
oh my! Now I King Solomon now.
Yeah, you've gone from, yes, the dictator of China to Solomon. So it's been quite a ride tonight.
It's yeah. We have like rather than Bill and Ted, can it be Winners and Killinger's Excellent Adventure through time?
Adventure, yeah. Well, I stand by the decision to kick those guys. If they,
Oh, I gave him 2 warnings in text.
There's no money on the line here.
Oh yeah.
There's no. I mean, this is a fun tournament. I mean, it's not even the regular league stuff. If it was a league thing, we might look at it differently. But you know what?
And there will be a thread on Reddit about it. We will hash it all out there. Or not, maybe. Who knows?
I'll tell them the same thing there. I mean. But hopefully the new people that watch this or they're checking it out don't take that as indicative of what the community is really all about, because they're pretty cool. And here's a pretty cool chance. Oh, but off the post.
Yeah, the amount of times I even have to try, even type the word kick into chat is pretty rare here on Friday nights.
Yeah.
To have to do it twice in one night is extraordinarily rare.
Yeah, to do it twice in a season is
actually
extraordinarily rare. But so you want to give the lineups, the depleted but existing lineups here, Killinger, for our last game of the evening?
All right, in red for Hot Children, we have Sakic and Forsberg. And in blue for Team Rep, we have Zam and DVD.
And yeah, no bias. You know, I mean, don't really care. We're just here to report the action. But we're also here to entertain and stream. And, you know, everything that, you know, you think that is real funny that you're typing is getting seen by everybody. And, you know, it's not a good look, kids. It's not a good look. So we reserve the right to say, fuck me? No. No, sir. Fuck
sir.
You.
Good day.
But it wouldn't be a tournament of Bojarz without some sort of crazy ass drama and entertainment going on. And so we have fulfilled our contract. This is the first bow tournament we've ever done. So we're definitely keeping the spirit of it going. Sakic now shot, and that had a chance. It goes off the side of the post, though, on the right side. And followed in, here is Zam. He's going to take it, and he's got room. Forsberg is going back to try to stop him, and he's going to go ahead and take the shot with a big save, though. As you see Forsberg taking advantage of that control crouch. You can hit control, and you can crouch down a little bit, and he cover more of the bottom of the net. But here it is, other side. Moving it through, Sakic is going to follow this home and get the first goal of the game. And so, without their foul-mouthed teammates, they still are the first ones on the board.
Austin in chat says free Magic Zajac. I forgot about that guy. That guy was probably the last. That's probably one of the last guys I kicked.
Yeah,
for being offensive.
Oh man,
I'm not even going to go into what that guy did. And then They came into the TeamSpeak server and was like, "What did I do?" No, wait a minute. I'm not even going to go into it.
Well, I remember my first beer, and I remember my first internet, and yeah, that doesn't mean that everybody else has to suffer through your first beer or your first internet. There's another shot off the post. So a pretty good back and forth game here. It's 2v2 as DVD for Team Rip. He will get it to Zam. They've been working very well together. They were in the first game, and they're certainly doing so in this one. The shot, the save made, and the puck. Oh, can anybody even get to this? Finally, he does. It's a leap to hammer that one off the top of the net. But it's going to dislodge it for Sakic. Here's going to take advantage of that and get the score. And so the Hot Children will make it 2-0 here. Oh, man. So even without a couple of their people, they could have a chance at the finals, which, you know, we'll go ahead and probably unban everybody before it's all said and done. So, because I don't even know if we'll be casting the finals, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
depends on what time they do it, whether I'm around. If I'm around, I'll do it. I know at some point, either Saturday or Sunday or both, I will be here casting European HQML. As I was here for the games on Sunday, and some of those got postponed. So I said, well, we'll just show up next week and do them. So get to see the European leagues play, and those are always good. There's some fantastic players on those teams. And the game that we did cover, I need to put it up on YouTube. I think he was having a hard time, again, with the VODs on Hitbox. But we did get to see the Knights of Jerusalem in action, who are, of course, fan favorites here in North American HQML. And they are doing double duty as they are playing in the European Hockey League as well. And see, I don't know who these guys are, but if he's never seen Zam, one of the stars of the Knights of Jerusalem, I might be unfamiliar with the product a little bit here. Nothing wrong with that. You get to know people pretty quickly. And, you know, as long as you're a cool operator, then that is cool. But we'll quickly learn what is acceptable modeled community behavior and what isn't. But here's a shot, and that one well short of the net. And here's a possible chance. Nice pass down the ice to Forsberg, and DVD there quickly to get on him. He tried to make the drop pass, and it's going to go past him, so they will reset at center ice, chase this down, and get to it first. Sakic over to Forsberg. DVD's going to handle this, though, at the point, but no, stolen. Forsberg, plenty of room now, as Zam tried to get back to center ice, but Forsberg all the way in with this, and he's going to make it 3-0. And just good work from Hot Children. That they are very expertly using the boards there. Just especially when you don't have as many players, 3 or in this case 2. You know, the boards are like another player. You know, if you time it right and you're there to on the other side of those passes that go around the boards. Here they go again with it. Sakic on the other side of the rink, not able to catch up to it in time, though. But it's that kind of thing. And here's DVD. And he'll be looking similarly to get something to Zam, who will indeed get to this first. Got to stay off the wall. Does. Down in the corner now. Sakic will be here first. And will he dig this out or will he wait? No, he's just going to go ahead and take his time to dump this out. So that will give DVD a chance to catch up. Now a big struggle in the neutral zone. Sakic with it. He's going to drop pass to Forsberg, who will start from the back. Oh, and a big stop by Zam as he was way out in dangerous territory. Oh, and somehow that got through Sakic. As might have hit a piece or two of some players' sticks, whatever. But it is a goal and a good one. 4-0. Hard shot. And now they'll get it off the face-off and try an equally hard shot, but they are in position to stop that one. The rebound shot will be deflected. So Hot Children back guarding the net fairly well here. So they're keeping the points off the board completely so far for this RIP team, who are good players. And DVD's the one that kind of set this tournament up, so he's probably got more experience playing this particular version of Hockey Question Mark than anybody on the ice right now, or dare say in the tournament. So he's going to try to go for the steal here. There's kind of a battle at the boards here at center ice. He'll finally spin around and get it to Zam, who sees it, looks behind him, lets it go in front, and starts to set up. Sakic there to block. And now everybody just keeps popping in at that face-off circle.
Yeah,
from which, we'll chase it down here.
Yeah, I think exploitable is a good term for it.
Oh, and here's a chance, though. The shot off the post, the rebound swept off the line. And that was a big save there. As Hot Children, they've been good on offense, but most importantly, good on defense. And that has gotten them to a 4-0 lead as we go to the third period here. So very entertaining, even with all the controversial issues. I would like to know that too. What time is the game tomorrow?
Will likely be close to the same time.
Okay, so
well, if it's in the evening, I might be able to make it.
Well, I won't. I'll be on the radio.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll negotiate this.
Yes, the shot, the score, Sakic
With
his fourth of the game. Yeah, we'll see what they do and kind of figure something out. If it's at 9 Central, I can make it. If it's before 7, I'm on from 7 to 9. So. Rewind FM, the home of North American bass.
Yeah, it's so we could probably do it earlier. We could probably do it later. But being Saturday night, I don't mind pushing things a little late, depending on what these guys want to do.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of up to the 2 remaining teams, which will be Crip Crew, CC, and it looks like Hot Children at this rate, as they have done very well against a solid RIP team. But can the comeback be underway? Possibly. No. Shot is deflected. Now back in the corner. This will be Zam catching up with it. And I think it was thinking DVD might be there on that opposite end, but he wasn't. The bounce is going to go to Sakic.
Easy
He's
goal.
got room, he's got time. And one of the easier goals that he's had to make tonight. His 5th out of 6 goals to 0 on the other side for RIP. And yes, everything is different in 62. So, which does kind of level the playing field somewhat.
Don't own goal.
That's your own goal, man.
Oh, oh, this DVD too. Oh.
He's just laying there on the ice.
That was something to behold.
I could not sum up the night. Oh my God. Okay. So the end result of that is a 7-0 lead. Oh man. So I think it's safe to say that Hot Children will be advancing here. And they will be playing the Crip Crew tomorrow in the finals. Here's a chance on the shot to score. Zam puts one on the board. They will not be shut out on this day, at the very least. And Zam was like, yes, we did it. We did it, Reddit. Hey, it's not too late, guys. You just get 6 goals in 2.5 minutes.
Weirder things have happened.
Or somehow trick Sakic and Forsberg into shooting 6 goals into their own net. This has been good stuff, though. Win or lose, we try to bring you high quality entertainment here on the Independent Broadcast Network. And I think, once again, for better or worse, we have delivered.
Yes, it is always entertaining. Oftentimes for reasons different than you originally expected, but always entertaining.
Yes. Here is Zam. He looks thoughtfully at his own goal, turns, hands it to DVD. He's got room. He's going to make the shot here, and it's in.
There you go.
And that was very nicely done. He got that pass all the way down. And makes it 7-2. So at least they came away with some good things in this game, even if they end up not winning it, which, yeah, it's looking pretty good for Hot Children here. And that one across the crease, but not quite. So nobody was there to follow up on it. Because they don't know when to keep their fucking mouths shut. Or else they might have had somebody there.
Who knows?
To handle that.
Yeah, well, that's just kind of the thing, is that Friday Night Hockey, and one of the reasons why we started doing this was to, have one night a week at least where people who like to play this game can meet up, have some fun. Because that's the whole thing, is it's supposed to be a fun thing.
Forsberg.
And, people who behave like some of the guys at MHC earlier, that's just not fun. It sucks the fun out of it for everybody.
Well, yeah, and Killinger, what I've learned from my time in organized crime is, learn to keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, that's a desirable trait. Mephi says, fun in video games, ? Yes. Fun. foreign
Yeah,
concept
they're
to
supposed to
many.
be fun. Yes, people are trying to fight to make video games not fun. Believe it or not, that is actually something that is. But that will have to be dealt with another time because we've got too much on our plate tonight. Long distance shot. That's going to go wide. Time runs out 8-2. It will be a win for the Hot Children, and they will advance to the finals against CC, the Crip Crew.
Indeed. And yeah, I gave a good clear kick there already, so even if DVD does it again, no big deal. So, and
Saying, nice try, but you couldn't stop us,
if you're
Killender. I wasn't
so if
trying to
you're
stop you.
so petty minded, I mean small minded to think that I was kicking you because I had something against your team, keep thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you live in just a really small, simple-minded world. Evidently, you just don't get it. But all right, I know better. I've been on the internet long enough. I'm not gonna fight the fucking tidal wave of stupid. So
No, which is one of the reasons that those guys lost a couple of their teammates tonight in the first place. But yes, they will be back tomorrow. I don't know if this will be casted or not. If it is, we'll let you know on the Twitter. If you go to IBN Casting and follow us there, we'll let you know every time we're online doing stuff. And final thoughts, other than I think we've given enough ink to the negativity, we should talk about
I
the
think yeah,
positivity.
it was a great great series of games. I think the teams that are making the finals, as stereotypical as it sounds, teams that are making the finals are definitely I think the best two teams. I don't think there's a whole lot of controversy there. So you know,
Yep.
live from Tiananmen Square, signing off.
Yes, and thanks everybody who watched and sat through some of that. And well, yeah, the games were interesting, and one of the reasons they wanted to do this tournament is to prove that there were it was a viable version of hockey, the 62 version, and some people are still on the fence about it. I think that tournaments like this go a long way towards proving that, yes, it is very viable. And with all the changes that are coming, it's definitely going to be super viable because, I mean, people are going to have to get used to it. This is the future. I mean, at some point, he is hoping to make this version more tournament ready, and it's pretty tournament ready right now, I'd say, Contra. We just watched
Proved
a
it.
tournament, the tournament of Bojarz. We thank everybody for joining us, and we will see you next time. I'm Winners with the One. I've been here with Dr. Killinger, and we have survived the preliminary and semifinal rounds of the tournament of Bojarz, and we thank you for surviving them with us as well. It's just like those zombie games, but without the zombies. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Good night.